How I went from a privacy analyst to a privacy group manager in 7 years. Today we're diving into the world of data privacy and more specifically, how to build a long-term career in it. I'm Rebecca, a data privacy expert who's been working in the industry for over a decade. Data privacy isn't just a buzzword, it's a booming field. With data breaches and privacy concerns constantly in the headlines, the need for professionals in data privacy is only going up. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to go from an entry-level position, like a privacy analyst, to a managerial role in just a few years. I'm going to share the strategies I used to go from a privacy analyst to a privacy group manager in about 7 years. These tips aren't just for data privacy, but they're especially useful for tech, where career growth often takes time. So if you're ready to level up your data privacy career, let's get started. The first piece of advice is to have a clear goal and timeline to where you want to go. When I started as a privacy analyst, I had a general idea of where I wanted to end up. But I quickly realized that if I wanted to reach a managerial role, I needed a specific plan. I mapped out a rough timeline and set realistic goals for each stage. Data privacy is complex, and as you move up, each role has a steeper learning curve. So having that roadmap is crucial to keep you on track. Every few years, I reassess my goals, checking in on my progress and adjusting if necessary. Having a clear vision really helped me focus, especially when things got challenging. One of the fastest ways to move up in your career in tech and data privacy is by switching companies every few years. Staying in one place for too long can limit your growth, both in terms of salary and experience. Each time I switched, I either moved up a level or pivoted to a different focus area within privacy, like transitioning from biotech to tech. By making these strategic moves, I gained exposure to different industries and privacy challenges, which ultimately made me a more versatile professional. When I switched to a tech company, I got hands-on experience with privacy by design and product development. This experience directly helped me land a role at a FAANG company, where the stakes and the rewards were way higher. So if you're in an industry you like, but you're not moving up, consider switching to a new company for faster growth and a broader experience. The next tip is to seek out the hardest problems in the organization. High-impact projects are where you make a name for yourself. In data privacy, this can mean volunteering to take on compliance initiatives, leading projects related to a new privacy regulation, or tackling issues that involve multiple stakeholders. These types of projects force you to step out of your comfort zone and develop leadership skills. But remember, high-impact projects can be challenging. They require collaboration, problem solving, and sometimes even asking for help from senior colleagues. For example, I noticed my manager was constantly staying late to manage a critical project. So I offered to help with some of the workload by taking notes in meetings, tracking action items, and organizing team tasks. This allowed me to build a reputation as a proactive contributor, and leaders began to see me as someone they could rely on for complex projects. Leadership is not just a title, it's how you handle responsibility. Even before I officially became a manager, I looked for ways to lead projects and help guide my team. If you're an analyst or individual contributor, don't wait for someone to tell you to lead. Volunteer to manage aspects of a project, set up follow-up meetings, or handle communication on behalf of your team. Even something as small as project planning and checking in on deadlines can make you a key player. One of the biggest obstacles I've seen for people who don't get promoted is a lack of execution. As Peter Drucker says, execution eats strategy for breakfast. These folks are too focused on strategy and are not getting enough things done. In every role, regardless of your level, you need to deliver results. So if you want to stand out, execute with excellence and make sure you can show the value you're adding. Another strategy that really helps me is setting conservative expectations and then over-delivering. For instance, if you know you can complete a project in 4 weeks and hit 90% of the KPIs, tell your manager you'll deliver it in 6 weeks at 70%. This approach gives you some breathing room for any unexpected delays, or when you deliver early with better results than promised, you stand out. Being able to under-promise and over-deliver is a powerful tool for career advancement. When you consistently exceed expectations, your managers notice and they're more than likely going to trust you with larger projects and responsibilities. This sounds pretty basic, but following through on what you say you'll do is essential. In every team, there are people who overcommit but don't deliver. When you agree to take on part of a project or own a deliverable, make sure you complete it. If you say you'll send the client email or run the weekly report, do it. This builds trust and shows that you're reliable. I once had a colleague who offered to help handle some of our contractor management, but never followed through with the weekly reports he'd promised. By the time performance reviews came around, I had to note that he didn't contribute as planned, which impacted his review and ultimately his bonus. Don't be that person. Show your team that you're dependable, and you'll open doors for bigger opportunities. So those are some of the strategies that helped me move up from privacy analyst to privacy group manager in 7 years. Depending on your own goals, timeline, and life situation, take these tips and adjust them to fit your path. Whether you're just starting out in data privacy or you're looking to take the next step, remember, setting clear goals, gaining diverse experience by switching companies, taking on hard projects, acting as a leader, over-delivering, and following through are all key to standing out in this industry. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like and subscribe button for more content like this. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.